Firing it up here on day 71, start of week 15, and we do have a stop loss here. It's for a small amount of profit in the end on the Euro Great British Pound, $111, that's a $31 swap. So not the best performance for a sub-trade B there. Not getting far at all. Means we were lucky to get that take profit where we did, right up near the peak. Does seem like the stop loss was hit quite near the low. Yeah, you can see it there. Let's go even deeper on the 5-minute chart. Incredibly close right there at the very bottom. So if it does continue to push in the coming days, we'll feel pretty hard done by. But if it keeps dropping, that'll be the exact opposite feeling. Not great elsewhere either. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, that took a heavy run up towards the stop loss, very close. Wouldn't be surprised to see that go tomorrow. Same for the US dollar, Swiss franc as well. You can see here on the 15-minute chart just how close that is. We do have to zoom out. Kind of defeats the purpose, but it is just a few pips away. I imagine that'll be gone by the next update. Not much on the end trades at least. Still plenty riding on those, and we will take one more signal. It's only just a signal. It's a sell one on the Australian dollar, US dollar. Just seeing that moving average turn down, bulls and bears power dropping. Bulls power marginally still above zero. So signal's a signal. Sell stop orders, here we come. Subtrade A going down, let's place that. That does seem a bit of a distance away, that take profit. Always does. At least it's at a support level. Maybe if we do get into it, we'll see the run down and then bounce back off it. Subtrade B, here it comes. Here we go, get it on the board. Hopefully we can get something good out of this one. If we do get into it, at least we're not banking on a yen trade, because these Swiss franc ones are going to be coming to a close. And then suddenly if we get hit for $6,000 going down on all three of these yen trades, really not going to look good. So going to take as many signals as we can, as long as they're not more yen ones at the moment. Try and counterbalance against that. Alrighty, tomorrow's another day. Day 72, let's see what we got. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, dodging that stop loss. Same on the US dollar, Swiss franc as well. Surprised we're not knocked out. We are paying for it on the swaps. $287 on the US dollar, Swiss franc. $165 on the NZD, Swiss franc. So expensive stuff, but still in that. Nothing much on the yen. You can see Aussie, Great British Pound, New Zealand dollar. Nothing really going on for us. Plenty still at play. Then looking at the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, this has got to go, this pending trade. It's pushed way up. Signal's totally gone. Let's delete those off. So it's those two Swiss franc trades keeping us in the good. Everything else looking a little bit questionable, and definitely those swaps. They were looking nice when we started the strategy, but as we'd expect, they have turned against us over time. No signals tonight, so we'll just be cracking on tomorrow with more of the same. Day 73, let's get into it. Hanging in there on our open trades. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, US dollar, Swiss franc. Looking a bit nicer again. Got so close to the stop loss, but really pushing away. And not a lot going on once again on the end trades. So that leaves us to our new signals, of which there are a few tonight. Looking at the Australian dollar, Swiss franc. Don't really like this one. Got that New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, US dollar, Swiss franc already. So pass on that one. And then the other signals are 4 buy signals, all on the Great British Pound. So we got pound CAD, pound US dollar, pound New Zealand, and pound Australian dollar. Pound CAD looks pretty wide for the North American currencies, so we'll go for pound US dollar here to buy stop order, exactly 200 pips, meaning the volume is exactly half a lot. Nice easy calculation for subtrade A. Don't really like the fact that the take profit is above this resistance level. Up at highs not seen since way back in April 2022, but that's the signal. We gotta take some of them. I do definitely prefer it to the pound CAD. Take profit again, same there, would be above this high, so not a lot of difference in the pairs. Same the New Zealand dollar and the Australian dollar, but we'll go for the pound New Zealand dollar. Let's just get subtrade B in on the pound US dollar first. We are ready, set, go. It's got to be gains, trading stop loss. It's going to go strengthen that pound. If you are watching America, sell your dollars, buy them pounds instead. Help us out, get us going on this demo trade. And if you've got any New Zealand dollars hanging around it, get rid of those as well. To buy stop order again, this time 0.55 standard lots. There's subtrade A on the charts. Can't see that take profit. It is way out there. Let's maybe see on the weekly. Yeah, it's going to be stretching to get up that high. April 2020, about 3 years ago. Let's bring back that glory. Subtrade B, 1%. So that's some good moves. We are closing near the high when it comes to the price of the candle. That's both on the pound US dollar and the New Zealand dollar. So it is going to be a bit shaky if we get into these and we're searching for those highs. But with £4 buy signals, can't miss the opportunities. Back tomorrow. Day 74, pretty interesting day here. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc managed to hang in there, did get pretty close to the stop loss. You can see started pushing up towards it, only about 20 pips away. Stayed in there. Even closer though is the dollar Swiss franc, and it's still incredibly close. Again, let's have a look on the 30-minute chart. Zoom out, you can see just about 14 pips there. So incredibly close and closing up at that high still. Not looking promising there, but even so, banking $1,700 if it does go. Then on the Australian dollar, Japanese yen, and New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, both these we came agonizingly close to the take profits. You can see there, really reached down, came within about a couple pips or so. Very close, and same on the New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen. Not surprised to see those two moving together. But sadly, since the bell went half an hour ago, it has pushed back against it. Promising though was the pound Japanese yen. We did take profit on here. Unlike the Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar trades, it did on this occasion just about take the profit. You can see lowest 5-minute candle. So you can either see it as lucky on the pound yen or unlucky on the New Zealand dollar and Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Don't mind your preference, but bad news as well on the pound US dollar. We might be able to see this actually hit the stop loss here. Tagged in almost immediately as we close to the high. These are the kind of trades that we despise. Price closing near the high, you give it a bit of distance still, but unfortunately it's in. Price taken a massive drop since, and only a couple pips to the stop loss. If we end up not losing out on this one, it'll be a miracle at this stage. Need a full and immediate recovery, and we're not seeing the recovery here for the pound like we are on the Japanese yen, so probably going to take a bath there. Finally, we'll get rid of the pound New Zealand dollar pending trade. It's gone towards the stop loss, so get that gone. No pending trades left. Yeah, interesting day though. Something to say about all these currency pairs. No new signals tonight though. We're seeing a few like this where price action has flipped. So the Australian dollar, US dollar example, price has dropped, but the bull's power is still rising. And we've seen that on a couple others as well. Swiss franc, Japanese yen here, sharp drop, bear's power falls, bull's power still rising. So nothing for us, and we're not here tomorrow. So now we are finished for the weekend. Even though the market's got one day left, we'll take it over to the journal now. There it is. Bit of action to look at this week. Still predominantly green. And we do manage to add that pound yen win while also locking in a little bit on subtrade beef, the euro, Great British pound. Do think it's going to go poorly on this pound US dollar, if we said. Very close to burning out within a day. These trades do happen. We are wary of them. Should definitely be more skeptical about these pending trades right as they're closing at the high. But you never know. Maybe that's the beginning of a push sometimes. Always hard to tell. On account of those closing trades, we do end up for the week now just above 7.5% once again. 19 trades, 75 days, things going quite smoothly. Plenty still to play for though, and so another week does come on Monday.